Okay, my name is Sharif. I'm from Egypt, from Alexandria. I moved here 2008. I came here in Slovenia. My past life in Egypt, I finished my study in Faculty of Education, Arabic and Islamic Studies section. I have my whole family in Alexandria, in Egypt. I live with my mother, my father, and my sister. My father, he was working in army, military, as an officer. After that, he working like lawyer. My mother, she is teacher. My sister, she is a nuclear engineer. After that, I left Egypt 2002 or 3, yeah. Then I went to Saudi Arabia. I work there in school. I stayed there 4 years, 5 years. I work in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Before too, I forgot, I was working in Egypt in school, in secondary school there. Then after that, it was exchange between Egypt and Russia. I went for Russia for 1 year as a teacher there too, 1 school year. Then I came here in 2008. Actually, I knew my wife in Alexandria. Then we decided to start life here in Slovenia in 2008. I came here, I started life. It was hard in the beginning because it's totally different environment, different people, different culture. But by time I realized the people's people. The people is the same. Everywhere they are the same. So it was the same like in Egypt, but I needed time to I understand how it's going around me. That was this. Actually, it wasn't reason to move, but I married. I married here. Then she suggested I come here. I come to live. I said okay, I will try. I will give myself a chance to try. And I tried. Then I liked it. But it wasn't like I needed money to come or something like this. I have a stable life with my family in Egypt, but it was like this just. For sure, the most what I miss is my family, my mother, my sister. My father died in 2002 and 2000. My mother, all my family, my friends. I miss too my house because I was living in front of the seaside. This is stay in my memory till now, so every day we wake up at morning, we go into the sea with friends, we almost come late night, so it was the whole day in vacation, almost at sea in front of our home, so I miss this a lot, everything, everything, I have some friends, yes, they asked me before, and it was the advice, it was like this, for sure. My advice was for them, they must be legal, immigrate legal, because otherwise it's a hard life if you come here illegally. If you come in Europe, in any country, if you go in illegally, you have more of difficulties through your journey, So my advice for them is, if you come legal, it will be okay, your life it will be better if you search for work and things like this. But the most of them, it was the question not really, it's not seriously, because they have a stable life in Egypt. It's just interesting to them what it will be answer, what it's there, and so on. It's a depend about their reasons. Some of them it's because of economy, because of their situation. For me, it's for each human have right to go whatever he wants. This is how I believe. He have right to go. Illegal or legal, this is up to him, and up to his dreams, up to what he had in Egypt. Because some really they have maybe not just in Egypt. In many countries, if his life in danger, if he have really problems, serious problems, he have right for sure to go, and I supporting him for sure to go and try his life and try new places, you know. But if somebody running from problems, like he did something in Egypt and he want to come here to run away or something, for sure not. I don't support people like this. So it's depend about their reasons why they came. We afraid about what we don't know, you know. If you go inside the room and it's dark, you're afraid. But if you turn on the light and you see it, you are not afraid no more. So about the stuff, about the people, what we don't know, we always afraid, you know. We don't know what it can be. And for sure some backgrounds, maybe it's not right, you know. It's about the media, what's happening and all this stuff, and what they hear here in Europe about tourists and like this. So they put the whole migrant the same as they see in media, and this is wrong. This is totally wrong. Actually, we have media in our country, and it shows too some negative stuff from Europe. But the human here, he must have the mind to can see the balance, you know. As you have a good people in Europe, you have good people in many countries. As you have bad people in Europe, you have bad people in many countries. Actually, we must look in general, okay? Human is human. You have inside you good and bad. You have people good and you have people bad. This is far away from the country, you know. The crime here, it's like crime there. Who do there, who doing here too, you understand? We should actually look to the people as a human, not as he is from, you know. Because I feel it like this, when we putting the boards and limits, we limited ourselves to know others, to know each other. For me, I know you when you start to talk to me, you know. Then I start to build my opinion about you, you know. But to I hear about you, this is, I totally refuse it. Because not all the information what we can get, even from media, from I don't know where, it can be right. This is all imagination. If you want to know right, read about the culture, about their culture, know them, then you can judge them. This is what I believe. It's not easy to even discuss this. This is really hard, you know, because the people what they can come, we don't know them. Okay, they can be good, they can be bad, and here they have right to decide according to the problems what they had before, was some of them, you know. And from the other side, they have right to have life here. So it's really hard to solve such a problem, you know. But we can say like this, we can say, even no, you know, because we can't do limits. That you can't stop the immigration people to come, because they are already illegal. So we can't stop them, you know. But at least we can choose who really need to be immigrant, who really need to be inside the country, who willing to work, who willing to do to the other country. Okay, this is this, because we have two minus from the other side. Some of them, when they come, they don't want to work. They prefer to live in social help, and this is, the country already have problem with the money for the people, from the citizen, you know. So you can't add problem on problem, you know. This is what I'm talking about. So it's really need, yeah. From my point of view, the most wonderful moment for them when they succeeded and they got paper and they feel this peaceful and they starting their life, you know, they started planning their life. In that time, since they put the paper till they got the status or whatever, you know, this paper what they got, this is the most hard time for them. This time it's really, they have stress, a lot of problems, a lot of psychology problems. You can feel it. I'm working with them now like 5 years. You know, you can feel it. They are unstable in the beginning. We try from our side to help them, to make them stable. You know, by give them advices, by give them some examples about some people they got paper. We try to help them to integrate inside the country. We help them to integrate inside the society, so they see the society. But as I told you, this is the most important moments for immigration. The bad one when he waiting, and the good one when he got the paper. And for sure, if he got negative, this is, you know, I can't describe, because I see a lot of this. I was working in Ministry of Interior here in Slovenia for 2 years, and I work after that in the government too, in immigration office in 2 years too, I think 2-3 years. So I saw it, and I feel it too, you know. I can see the reaction of the people, and sometimes they can be violence when they got a negative. But this is for them it's normal reaction, because they build a lot of dreams, but they didn't bring nothing to make their dreams come true. They come with no paper, they come with no evidence, nothing, you know. Then they start building dreams since they put the first step inside the country. But when they got the negative, and this is logical because they didn't present anything, you know, they start to be a violence a little bit, you know, because they think the people feel their pain, you know, but for sure not, you know. What it was asked from you to bring these steps. You didn't make it, so you make it short for yourself. I think you are guilty about what you know, maybe you was lazy a little bit, maybe, I don't know, you know, but this is the most bad moment for them. The most good moment, and this is, I see it because I was working in integration section in government, when they have this status and you go to them and you congratulate them and you say to them, you got this. This is for them something I can't describe it, how they are happy, you know, especially if it's family, you know, and together they hug each other. Some of them they crying because of happiness. Some of them they really invite other people. They really go crazy from the happiness, you know. So I saw the both moments. It was really nice and sad. Actually, I remember one example, you know, about one family. They was from Syria. They was welcome here too much from the country, you know. But the father of the family, I think he wasn't satisfied, you know, like he expecting more than what they give, you know. Then he left the country. Suddenly he left. We didn't know, you know, just he left the country. And he went to other country here in Europe, and he tries his life and so on. But after 2 years, I think, he did call if he can come back, because he couldn't live there. Even they have better money, but like this, but he couldn't live with the people, you know. He said here it's much better, the people it's more kind, everything it was easy, you know, it's better life, the government helped him a lot, so he felt it. He felt the different. And I think here, because it's a small country, the government care a lot about the people, because they are on focus, so because they are not a lot. You understand? So from this point, he came back, and really the country, they bring him back and they afford him the place and the money, and he start his life from the beginning, and he's now stable. He have good life. And I think they follow their dreams. And actually we have one big problem. The big problem here, we hear the people outside. Maybe it's like this. I will give you an example. Like I have friend outside in Germany, and I came here like migrant, okay? Then I am an asylum dome. Then the other one in Germany, he telling me stories, maybe it's not true even, you know? I have good life, I am like this, I have money, I have everything, my life it's great. Then I start here, don't feel satisfied about what I have. Then I start building dreams about what he said to me. Then I wanna try, I wanna go there. Then I go there, then it's a crash. This is not this. The other one, he just wanna make himself his better life than me, and that's it. I go there, crash. Language, I don't have, you know. It's not like how he told me, you know, I must work hard to get, you know, I must do to have, you know. It's simple like this. Then he preferred to come back because he was stable here. He was in reality life, not in what his friends say to him. So he came back because he liked it here, you know. Some they go back to their country. Some they wish to go back to their country, you know, because of difficulties. Because too, we have the culture, you know, the culture. Some of them they crash, you know. They can't just live, you know. It's big difference, you know, between the cultures. It's like when he moved from his country around his people, he don't need language because it's his mother tongue, and this is the most important. When he came to the other country, he insists to don't understand, because he have in his mind it's hard and nobody will understand him, even if he starts speak, you know. Then this is the first thing stop him to integrate inside the society. So the language he don't have. If you don't have language, you don't have communication with the people. People will understand you wrong. Your behavior, your reaction, everything it will be wrong. So this is the first point, and this is the first crash what they have it. The second, the media and the background from the both sides. From our side and from Europe side, you know. We have other point of view about Europe, and the Europe have other point of view about the migration or the people from the Arab countries or for whatever from I don't know what, you know. So both of them they have different, and who can mix this and who can make this close if you don't know the language, if we don't understand each other, if we don't communicate with each other. If I can't talk to you, how I can make you to know me, to know my culture, to know the real me, you understand? Language. It's very important, and this is, I think, the first hard step for everyone he want to stay in other country. Yeah. Hope and dreams. Okay, let's say like this: life without hope and dreams, it's not life. This is the first. We all agree about this. If you don't have hopes, if you don't have dreams, you are not alive. You know, because this is what make you keep going in your life, you know. Targets, then when you reach it, you make other one, when you reach it, you make other one. This is the life. If your hopes and dreams stop, that means your life it stops. We are like this, you know. So, since he go out from his country, he have hopes and dream. It's now, let's see the both sides. He have here problems. Is this problems, it will be stronger than his hopes and dreams, it will stop him. If his hopes and dreams will motivate him to pass the problems, he will pass and he will be succeeded. This is the difference between people. Some, they are really strong and they believe about their dreams, about their hopes, they will reach. The dream and hope, if you have them and you believe in them, you will pass these problems. And you can keep going and you can succeed. But if you dream others' dreams, it's not your dream, but others' dreams, because you want to be like someone, any small problem it can stop you. You can continue, you know. This is how important hopes and dreams in our life, especially for migration too. Sadly, the paper, it's mean everything, you know. When you deal, even, it's not about migration now, it's, let's say in school, inside the school, I don't deal with the student in the exam as his student, I deal with him in the end as one paper, I correct it. If he's correct, yes, if he's wrong, it's finished. Okay, but let's say like this, during this maybe he is okay, he's perfect, but he have some problems, he have some, I don't know what, he wasn't able to focus and do in that moment. But in the end, he failed. But all his life, he was okay. This is, again, like the migrant. In all his life, maybe he is okay. He's a good person. He is clever in his work or clever in his studies or whatever. Then when he came here, he don't have this. He don't have paper. He couldn't prove like the war countries, the countries what they have war. You know, he don't have paper for his education, what he finished and all this. Then he tried to introduce, but he get refused because he don't have something to prove. You know, and the people too, what they come here, but they don't have nothing. No passport, no ID, no nothing, but they really have serious problem in their country. And they try to explain, but in the end, the people working just with paper, you know. Somehow this is the life. Okay, we all deal and we all accept, because this is the law. The law, it's made by people. So we made this, actually. So if you want to ask me about the paper, so we are all guilty about this. So in Parliament, this is the voice of the people, and we make law, and the law says everything is by paper. We don't take nothing logically. If you have paper, you have proof, you have right. If you don't have, you are wrong. So we are part of this. So if you ask me, well, we did this too. We making this. So, you know, you don't need to have war like guns and this is not just war. War, it can be inside you, psychology, you know. Maybe you can feel refused into your family. I'm not talking about country. It can be into your family, you know. You can feel refused, you know. It's depend about the person and what he have, you know. It's the problems, what he face all his life. Maybe he feel he refused by family, society. Maybe he have different thoughts. Maybe he is something not belonging to this place, you know. So he will have problem all his life. Some they have some, let's say like this, the most they running after good life, economy life. So from North Africa, they immigrate to have good life, and this is not guilty. They are not guilty for this. This is dreams. It's no problem. They can make it, you know. But you can find way to make this. If you make it a little bit hard in your country, you can succeed and you can do something, you know. But the problem again, we're living other dreams. I heard one, he traveled to Italy, he succeeded, he bring a lot of money, he did this. So I don't want to do this in Egypt. I want to take the easier way to I bring what he make. I want to be like this one. It's not my dreams actually. This is what I saw from the other person. And this is the problem. Again, we come to the dreams and the hopes, you know. If I know myself, if I know my dream, you know, I will run for it and I can succeed in my place. This is about the people if it's economy, immigration. But if you have really serious problem, like somebody wanna kill you, like racist, like religion problem, like something against sexuality or something like this is different now. We take different now, you know. We take other consideration. So this is the different. But the most, let's say like this, the most from North Africa, yes, they came for economy. Who is a migrant? This is yeah. Who is a migrant? Everyone, he couldn't make his dreams in his place. He's a migrant. You know, you can be migrant from your family to outside. You know, actually like this, actually when you are with your family, then you go married and you live in other place, this is somehow it's like you're migrant. You go to different place, okay, the same culture, but it's different place, different people, different life. You are not son, you are now responsible about child, you know. It's like this, it's how we see it, how we see the migrant, you know. Some, they see the migrant as somebody come to take your place, you know. Some, but it's depend about your point of view, it's depend about inside you, how you see the life. If you are one inside you, okay, and you are optimistic and you see life, it's open, you will not see him like this. You will not see him, he come here to take your life. He come here to take your money. He come here to take your job. No, come beside me. If you are clever, you will take it. you know, I don't have problem. If I'm trusting myself, if I'm okay, if I can do something to my society, you are welcome, because this is plus for me. This is different culture, it will add to me something. Different point of view, it will add to me something. We must look at it like this. When you have many kind of people from many kind of places, I think you will get something, you know, new. So it's depend about our point of view about the people what they come, you know. So if you ask me about the migrant, I say to you the migrant as the good ones, let's say like this, the good ones, they adding a lot to the country what they go in. Okay, this it's simply like this, you know.